What's up, guys? Welcome back. Patreon request from Parzival. So this is Blade of Olympus, God of War. I'm on a landscape page. Use a pencil eraser. Hit pause if we go too fast. So I'm going to draw the blade horizontal, right? Because YouTube's orientation is horizontal. So if I turned it that way, things would have got like real small. And like there's a face in the blade and dudes with hands and everything. So what I'm going to do is draw the main shape, and then we'll rotate. I'll turn everything and zoom in to get like the full length and all the detail. It's better, I think, to do it this way. Tip of the sword. I'm going to go the full, well, attempt to go the full length of the page. Right. Okay, so that's like the pointy end, clearly. And then the base, so it's like around all the way back there, right? Now, so let's just kind of go for this, right? So we're going to go like a change in direction out here somewhere. That's going to go like back into there. I'm using a ruler, by the way. Would have been helpful to know at the start, probably. A bit further at that. Okay, and then okay. Average length of the blade. So then we have like multiple layers of spikes and hands, right? So first spike, faces, there's even faces on the side. First spike here. Okay. Right, you can even like use your ruler to try and make sure they're sort of in line. And this will go curving down that way. And I think this sticks out again, right? So it curves out about there. And so then there's a section with a face inside, but so this goes this way, and I guess you meet a hand or something here. It's not quite, that kind of disappears there, right? So there's all sorts of detail inside there. But we've got like another little spike that sticks out for like a helmet of what looks like a face, right? So comes down that way. And another one. Comes down around the face here. And there's like a hand like right there. And a hand like right here. So I'm just gonna like bump this, right, a little bit, and then there's the bottom of that mouth, right, just for where the hand kind of is. This bumpy line is one of the hands, because I got to rotate and then zoom in. So we'll just sort of get it in like this first. Then we're getting down to this like green jewels and like a wild looking man's face. So It's like a back or something. Anyway, so this goes, I'm trying to figure it out. So we got like numerous spikes here then. And this like becomes like a beard, or starts to get a bit wavy. Right, 3 of them. So similar on this side. So the hilt is really where all the details are. So and then the handle sort of just these, yeah, then the handle sort of just goes down here. Then it has bumpy end to it there. And this beard, so this beard kind of comes out from here. It's like an open mouth sort of a thing. Right, so it's like this first spike is the mouth, and then there looks like there's like a jewel or something inside. Right, so it's like his mouth is open, but the open part is a jewel. And then this has like some lines that look like it becomes a mouth or something. And then down here, you could have like just a texture line or something just on the side of these. Now, so we'll do some more detail on the big blade, and then I'll rotate my page and zoom in for the face and all the boys like going like way, holding their hands up at a rave. So right, so the blade, there's a hollow, so it goes in here, right, and we'll get across from in the same space as these 2 spikes, right, just right in the middle, 2 diagonal lines. And then this goes up to sort of a mirror image of this point, which is about here. It's about halfway up, I think. We'll go right about there, and I'll just join those together. It kind of looks like an arrow a bit. Okay. So weapons and stuff are always complicated, so take your time, he said to himself. Right, so we'll add some like little curvy lines here. Right, and then this kind of keeps going. Another section here. And depending on which design you go with, because I've seen a couple of different ones. So there could be square ones or silver ones. So we'll go with, right, so the middle of this line here. Okay, and then you have like like a gold pattern coming out this way, and then this goes down to here. Right, and then it seems to follow a different sort of line, so go like that way, and maybe an edge So it's more of a floral design now, this one. Is it that way? And then up the middle. You can have the same on this side. And then just curves back down. Right. And then there's like all different sort of lines and patterns and details and stuff inside here. So it's kind of up to you how much you want to do, really. So I'll just like add some extra sort of curve lines and like that sort of spiral stuff. I've seen it sort of more like with mosaic runes and then these sort of curving ones. So I just picked this one because I thought it looked nicer. You know, just these little sort of spirals and stuff. But, you know, you don't have to do any of that really. You could just go silver and gold if you didn't want to like draw crazy detail and stuff. Like textures maybe. So that's like silver down the middle, gold in here. Right, and then it's all gold down here. Okay, so I think that's all I need to do really for the blade and the handle. Okay, I will rotate and then zoom into this section so we can try that face. I'll be right back. There's like a face down here and all jewels and stuff and guys with backs and hands. So first, blue jewels, right? Like a little sort of blue jewel there. And then another one here. And then one up the top. And another one here. All right, and then these will have like little sort of 3D patterns around them. This eventually becomes like the beard of the guy. And then this gold comes around these spikes. And there's all these wavy patterns and things, of course. Okay, and his face is in here, so we've got like just this frowning kind of face with standard sort of eyes. And then a nose coming down the middle. And of course, it's difficult to get the detail when you're this small, but we will do our best. And he's got like a mustache sort of beard area here that comes around this hole, which is like, I guess, supposed to be his mouth. And all this stuff just kind of keeps going like a beard this way. And this kind of becomes his face then. So you've got like all these weaving patterns for hair and stuff coming around. So you can have as much of this texture now as you want, but it's fairly detailed. On the actual sword, now we have 3 bodies, 3 backs, sort of hands that go up, right? And there's a guy's head like right here, and this is kind of open, right? So got like a head there. Hands sort of overlapping, so that's like his head, and then his shoulders going around here. So it's quite difficult to draw like anatomy like this, but we'll take our time and do our best. So the shoulders kind of hump there, right? And then his back muscles and spine will sort of go down this way. All these lumpy, bumpy sort of things. And it eventually joins the old man's face here. And then there's triceps. And it joins the other dude's hand. And then sort of thumb comes out. Then hands, you can draw these sort of simple hands, you know, like sort of just like that, because that's kind of how they are, sort of sculpted. Right, 1, 2, 3, maybe like another one. And then there's like another hand touching this, I think, or it's all just joined into one. I'm not quite sure. So I'm gonna guess it's meshed. Meshed all together. And it kind of bleeds into all this stuff down here. Another shoulder, bicep. It's kind of tricep, and this goes up to a hand then here. Okay, so textures there on this. There's another hand sticking up this way. All right, and then the thumb. This rudimentary sort of hand just here. And it joins another hand, which goes down to this guy's arm and shoulder, and another head there. Right, we're getting there. Not bad. I thought it'd be worse actually. Right, and then his head is like in behind here. So we just face down kind of stuff. And then the other hand just sort of bumps up this way. Okay. And then there's like some details and stuff on the edge of these. curved lines and spikes and things. And then there's faces in here as well. So I'll try and do this. So say like the nose, just there. And then that mouth is like open, shouting sort of there. And then this comes up to a forehead. And then the brow sort of areas here. And then there's eyes just in under there. I'm gonna try and do that over here. So nose, and then his mouth real open wide. Like that. Right. And like there's more, there can be more patterns up the sword and everything like that. But I don't think you could do that if you wanted like more of these elaborate spirals and Aztec sort of symbols and all that kind of stuff. But that's your general shape. I'm just going to straighten up these lines a little bit. Okay. I think that that's the best I could do. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the request on Patreon. Anyone else with unusual requests for stuff like this, head over to Patreon. It's just a way of getting requests to me. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.